up? What's up? It's early in the AM, and I've just dropped off my two youngest ones. They are at school now. Move this out y'all way. Something is dangling. They're at school. Nick, he's not in school because he goes to year-round school, so he's actually out for 3 weeks because he started school like a whole month earlier than traditional started. So he is my lips. Ooh, I like this lip gloss. Anyhow, I'm so tired, but I wanted to get on this live real quick. I hope somebody is in here today. If not, I completely understand. So look, so I was listening to the Breakfast Club this morning, and they had a topic of the day going on, which I thought it was a very, very great topic because it's something that we as parents, particularly moms, we've been in this type of situation before. So I guess what happened was that it was a topic that involved Kris Jenner's boyfriend and one of the Kardashians' little kids, Penelope, which I think is Kourtney's daughter. I think she did something to one of her other cousins or whatever. I think it was one of the cousins. I'm not sure, but I think it was one of the cousins. And Kris Jenner's boyfriend was like, if she would have had done that to me, I would have spanked her butt. And of course that didn't go over too well with who is the girl? Not Kim, Chloe, the other sister. I can't even remember her name. Anyway, it didn't go over too well with her baby daddy. So, because he was like, if she was to hit you, whatever, you would spank her. So then the topic of the day went into, okay, would you spank somebody else's child? So of course Charlamagne was like, no, absolutely not. Who would spank somebody else's child? And then it went from there to, have you ever spanked somebody else's child? So they were like, Charlamagne was like, absolutely not. And DJ Envy was like, yes, I have. And Charlamagne was like, what? And he was like, yes, I have. Back in the day, it was a long time ago. And have I ever spanked somebody else's child? Yes, I have. I surely have. And I'm proud to say, because the topic was, have you ever spanked somebody else's child because they were being disrespectful, or they was doing something disrespectful? I have, and I tell everybody who bring their children to my house in advance. I do pop children, and if they need a spanking, they'll be spanked. But that's not something that I end up having to do, because when children come over to my house, generally they are well behaved. So, but parents are made aware, you know what I mean? And it's children who come to my house is children who have been coming to my house, and they're not just random children. I consider them as family. So being that they are considered as family, then they're treated as family. So if you get out of hand and I need to pop them hands, or I need to take my hand and just tap that butt, that means you've had a few warnings, and you're not just being disrespectful. You could be doing something that could be harming yourself, and I need to get your attention that no, you cannot do that. I need to firmly, you know what I mean? But 9 times out of 10, big kids, they have this thing to where they know. They've already been trained enough, and they know. But yeah, like if in the event the time that I did have to spank somebody else's child, that person was actually there in the room when I did that. And it was because not only were they being disrespectful, they wasn't listening. The parent was telling them over and over, and the parent could not get to them in time because the parent was actively pregnant and actively going through contractions, and the child was taking advantage of the situation. The mom, she was in a stressful situation, and I, in turn, was in a stressful situation because I'm like, you see what's going on, we need you to calm down, we need you to sit still, we need to try and assess this situation. And the child was not doing that, so, and the mom didn't have a problem with that. So it's not, I didn't get no belt, and beat a child, nothing like that, because that absolutely you should not do to someone else's child. But you can tap a hand and say, no, put that down. I feel like that's okay. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. And I've had parents ask me, what did my child do? And I might say, oh, well, they did this, that, and the third, but I didn't find it as a big deal. And I've had the parents say, I hope you popped him. Or I hope you popped her. So that's, but then again, I'm raised old school, and the friends I am around, they were raised old school too, so popping somebody else's child on the hand, tapping them, or tapping that butt, is nothing wrong with that. And like I say, like I say now, this is the circle I'm within, so, just be clear about that. I wouldn't go around spanking some random person's child, whatever. No, because I feel like this is the thing about me. If your child come to my house and they're out of control and they're disrespectful, this, that, and the third, right? Your child is not welcome back to my house. Period. Let's just put that out there. Period. And especially if you one of those parents who's in denial about their kids, they never do nothing wrong, but you let your kids go to somebody else's house, break stuff, tear up stuff, and you don't want nobody doing nothing to your child. Your child don't need to be at nobody's house but your house. You know what I mean? So I'm better with that, telling somebody, your child's not welcome, to my house. That's fine, And my children know, when I send my children out the door to somebody else's house, my children know I might not be there, but get out of line, get out of control, be doing stuff you ain't got no business doing. That adult in that house has the right to pop your butt. Yes, they do. So, and again, I'm old school. You know what I mean? So, that's how my motto goes. But I hope everybody is having a fantastic morning. Please, I would love to get your input on this. Leave your input on it. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me what your thoughts are. And again, the topic came from the Breakfast Club. It did not come from me. I'm just having a discussion about what was discussed on the Breakfast Club. And again, in case somebody didn't understand what I said, I did not say I believe in whipping someone else's child with a belt. I said I don't see any problem with spanking one of my friends' children, and I've had to do that before. So, and that was the topic. Do you believe in spanking someone else's child, and have you done that before? That's the two questions. So, leave feedback for me, please. I think this is a great discussion. There's no bad, no good. Opinions are opinions, and they are welcomed in this discussion. So, guys, I just want to make this really quick, not stay on too long. I hope everybody again have a magical day. I have to go into my house, fix some coffee because I'm gonna need it. There's a weird thing. I've been waking up every single night for the last 30 days at 4 something in the morning. It's not the same minutes, but it's the same hour in the morning. So I've been up since 4 something this morning. And I'm going to need some coffee because I have to keep myself going. I have some orders that I got to finish, stuff like that. So, I know I haven't really brought you guys into my work world much, but I'm going to start doing that a little bit so you can actually see the process that I do every day, that yes, I work every single day, which brings about a good topic that I'm going to talk about later. But basically, people think because you're self-employed, you don't have a real job. So that's a topic we're going to talk about another day. And I'm going to bring you into my world so that you can see how a real job works, and how to be honest, I work overtime every day. So I just don't work the standard 9 to 5. I work the standard, let's say it's 7:30 right now. I work the standard 7:30 till sometimes I don't finish until 11 or 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock at night. So, hey, girl, listen to the topic.
When I was younger,
it's
I
on.
didn't know no better. I popped her on the hand, and I was wrong for it. I felt funny for it. She was acting up, and I popped her, and I had a conversation with her dad, and we talked about it. It was no big problem.
Was he mad?
No, he wasn't mad at all. That like my grandmother used to. I remember my grandmother beating me for spraying roach spray on the stove.
Y'all remember what your grandma used to do to you? And the good thing about DJ Envy is that he said that he popped the child on the hand, and that he did tell the parent, and the parent didn't have a problem with it. So most parents, when they know their child has been out of line and you correct that child, they don't have a problem. But you do have a lot of parents who they have a major problem with you touching a child any kind of way, whatever they did, and they have a problem correcting them themselves. So, and that's another issue that I have. My thing is, if your child is being disrespectful and you're standing right there as a parent, and I'm right there as another parent, and your child is being disrespectful to me, and you do not correct that child, I have no problem correcting your child without even touching your child. I have no problem, because I've seen that happen a lot. So, and you do have parents who, and I'll wait to see, okay, is they gonna say something? They just gonna let that child be disrespectful, and you can say something very nicely. You know, it don't have to be rude. It can be nice or whatever. But yeah, so you heard that little bit from the Breakfast Club, talking about it, and DJ Envy telling you his experience that he did. I'm happy I was able to catch that for you guys in real time. So please, please, leave your feedback, leave your comments. I definitely would love to hear from you guys about this topic, because this is a really great topic. Okay, guys, I gotta get out of here so I can start my work, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.